Hey guys, I've been wanting to make this video for a while now. I've had these for maybe 2 weeks in my garage. I finally have the front shocks I'm going to be testing. The Predator front shocks from eBay. I'm going to see if they're any better than the stock Blaster shocks I have on right now. I'm hoping they are. I think these were like $450 shipped, or maybe 500. I'll include like a view of the product down below. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but yeah, we're going to be installing these guys today. There's going to be a test ride. I have some slow-mo footage that I can add, and I have some other clips that I'm going to show you. There's another eBay shock out there called the RFY or RYF. I personally believe that these are going to be different than those. A lot of people say that these eBay shocks, when you cut them open at the reservoir, they're empty, but there is a YouTube short of someone cutting not one of these, I think it might have been a different brand, of eBay shock in half, and there was oil in the reservoir. I don't think all these eBay shocks are the same, and hopefully this video will show that they're not, and this is better than what you're going to get. These are the settings that I'm going to be starting out with. There's this compression clicker here. I have this set 1 click to soft. I put it all the way hard and then I clicked it 1 out to soft. For the preload, I have 9 threads of preload on each shock. And for the rebound, I clicked it all the way to slow, and then I went 7 clicks towards fast. So those are the settings. I'm just going to be starting out with those settings. They're not permanent. The suspension seemed kind of right at those settings. Like, it looked like when I would bounce it, the action looked like it would with like a regular like high-end ATV suspension. That's the only thing I went off so far, except for the preload. When I first got on the standard preload, it was like too soft and it would like squish too much, so I just did it until it didn't do it at so much. Hey guys, so it's a week later. I have the shocks installed. I just put it to where I set up to do the video, to do the testing and stuff. I haven't did any actual riding yet. So this is going to be my very first impressions of the Predator Stage 4 shocks. The settings are still as I described earlier, but I do suspect that I'll have to go softer on the compression. I think the rebound is going to be about where I want it to be. I'll dial in the settings as I'm riding, and my final videos of like showing like the action of the suspension will be with the settings that I like. Okay, if you guys haven't seen my video of me testing out the LTZ 400 rear swap conversion, check that out. I'll put a link up there. But holy shit, guys, like that was, it feels, I mean, I know it's been a week since I've ridden the stock suspension, but the difference is already noticeable, and I don't even have my settings where I want them to be. I think this is going to be pretty interesting. It's just so much more like, I wish I had the vocabulary to properly describe what's going on, but the shocks are just more pleasant. Like the action of them like compressing and depressing isn't so fucking jarring. Like you can go over things and it's just like oh, it's pleasant to ride across. Woo, she still tips. I think I'm gonna go 2 clicks more towards soft and see where we're at there. I'm liking it so far. I don't know. I just want to see what happens, really. Okay, it's doing something that I never experienced before riding this Blaster. You don't have to hang all the way off the back of this quad when you're going over whoops to make it go straight. Like, I was just being like kind of like casual or whatever about it, and it tracked straight and it handled fine. So fucking thumbs up from me so far. I like these settings. I think I'm gonna go ahead and roll the like the examples.
I don't know if this is any metric to go by. I didn't want to like have you guys like hanging on what my final settings were. I think the top, if I can remember correctly, I think I started out with 1, and then I think I went 2 out. So I think the total is like 3 to 4 towards soft all the way from hard on the compression, and the rebound. What was it, like 7? I didn't change that at all. I felt like it was fine. So here's going to be like the final like squish of the suspension. Test of the Predator Stage 4 shocks for the Banshee slash Yamaha Blaster. I'm pretty sure the skew is the same. The listing is just a little different. Would I recommend these? Yes and no. I would say start with the rear shock. The rear shock is where I felt the most confident after installing that rear shock, because the way I ride is that I usually just hang off the back of the quad, like over shit a lot. So that's where I kind of feel like you should start there and then get these. They're worth the money. I think they're worth the money. I would say grab them. I probably see. I'm kind of iffy on recommending them because I've only ridden on them for a day, so I don't know if they're going to explode. I don't know if they're going to snap or break. But what you saw in the video is the riding that I usually do. I'll leave a comment down below pinned. It will be my comment. I will tell you guys how many hours I rode and if the suspension broke or not, because I think that's the only way we're going to find out if these last, the Predator Stage 4s. So just keep a lookout down below in the comments. You'll see my comment pinned up right at the top. I hope I was able to show you guys the Predator shocks well enough. I feel like if you don't have enough money to get elkas, or if you don't want to go on eBay and buy like a used like pair of elkas, or I know there's another brand that's very popular that doesn't have the reservoirs on it, and they're like stage 1. If you guys don't want to do that, you want to save a little bit of money, if you see down below that they didn't break, I would go ahead and get them.